was waiting for those drop frames to stop. I noticed as soon as we were about to start, those goddamn drop frames just happened. Okay. Good big day. Very big day that we had today. Or you're gonna be now. I have Oreos. Jesus, we're already starting off with the thread already. But I do have Oreos. Gummy bears, unfortunately, I wasn't really able to order them today, and I'll explain why. You'll never believe what happened with me today. And yes, the sounds are working. And it was pretty simple. I just had to restart VNN, apparently. Hello, my dearest angels, and welcome back to another Skyforge stream. Basically, the sounds were never gone naturally. I just had to restart VNN for some reason, and all the sounds just came back all of a sudden. And I had to do nothing. But aside from that, I have quite a day today. I was getting really worried that I wouldn't be able to fix the things I had to fix or do the things I really wanted to do. But eventually, I had time. I even had time to even take a nap. God bless. And today I was able to wake up from the nap a little bit earlier to be able to do the things that I needed without feeling all groggy and shit. But, okay, so basically if you've ever been on par with the Discord, currently I am updating Skyforge or repairing Skyforge, which apparently is already repaired. But, I'm not gonna open yet. But, because I want to show you guys something before I open the game even. But there's even more before that. I hope my nose cooperates. But, basically what happened today is a little bit hilarious. Also, before I even say that,
Steve,
God damn it. What a way. Welcome, Kenna. Hydrate. Also, one thing that I want to say, the YouTube chat is back. You know, that one big one that I always was talking about that I wanted it to go back? It is back now. I don't know what YouTube did, but the big chat is back on YouTube. Meaning that you guys can migrate there if you want. Unless you're comfortable with Twitch, which honestly, it's completely fair. But that means I can now read the YouTube chat much better. God bless, I finally made a change. Because I was getting really bored out of my mind having to read a chat, like white words over a chat over my stream. I wouldn't be able to read it very well. But now I can finally see it. But aside from that, today was awful. Today was such a weird day, honestly. I'm not trying to get rid of you. I know the reason why you guys even came here in the first place on the Twitch side was because I was having issues reading the YouTube chat. That was it. Now I'm saying that it's back, so you have all the same reasons to go back to it if you desire. Just saying. You can still stay here if you wish. You got Oreos. But, okay, for real. I'm gonna start it off for real this time. So this day was incredibly weird. Because, not weird, but I would say that I almost went into a full-on blown-up panic attack. Because, basically yesterday my mom told me to do like many things during the morning, during the beginning of the afternoon. I was like, fine, let me see if I don't forget everything. So one of those things was just let the Roomba go around the house. And to do that, you need to take the things off the ground, right? Yeah. And one of the things I had to take out of the floor was my cat's litter box. And instead of being a natural person, being a normal person, instead of putting it on top of a table, I put it on top of the stove. Yes, it won't be my first time doing this. But today was different. Why? Because once I actually placed my cat's litter box on top of the stove, I did not realize that I hit one of those like rolling things to alternate the temperature and put it on max. Basically, I turned off one of those stovetops by just hitting it with my cat's litter box. And I didn't realize that I did that. And I just went to the other side of my house just trying to do the other stuff. I think I was actually making the beds back then. No, I was not trying to cook my cat. No fucking way. She was not even there. And, I'm sorry. And then I was just like doing the beds. I came out of the bedrooms and I saw my cat in the middle, like straight up middle of the corridor of the hallway, just looking at something on the kitchen. And I approached her, and suddenly a smell of smoke hit my nose. I immediately went, "What the fuck are you happening? I'm not cooking anything." And I literally just look at it. I saw smoke coming out of the base of the litter box. And I immediately panicked. And I just literally just took that out as fast as I could. I saw a lot of that litter just coming out. And it was a big hole, by the way. It was, I mean, even though we have like different sizes of stovetops, even though it was one of the smaller ones, it was still big. The hole was still pretty big. I literally melted that off because the temperature was at max. And the worst part was trying to take that out when that was at full-blown temperature, and also trying to scrape that out once it actually cooled down, because it was really, really sticky. It was really, really hard to get out of it. And let's say, was the cat poop tasty? I removed it after. It didn't really affect the poop or stuff like that. Don't do that, Canna. And it was like it hit one of those parts where the litter was clean, and I was just so in panic because it was just so much to bear for me, like in front of me. I literally even called my mom in the middle of the whole situation. I didn't cook my cat turd. I didn't do that because it didn't even hit the poopy part. It didn't even do that. And basically I had to take it out. That was a lot of litter coming out of it, because we have one of those like fine litters. So it was a lot coming out of it. And I was calling my mom, was like, "Oh, do this, do that, do that, do that." And she told me also to get one of those bases, one of those little cat litter boxes bases that we have down on the base, or the cave, or whatever you call it, because we used to have a lot of stray cats. And since we had a lot of stray cats, we had to have like some litter boxes outside. So we had one of those that don't have a cover on top. And my mom told me, just pick one of those that is like the cleanest you can find. Clean it up, take off the litter from that litter box, and use that base to put the litter box you have from the one that got burned out, and at least the one that is safe. Just put it back in so we can have like a temporary litter box. And I did that eventually. It was a big, big base, so I couldn't really like scrap it out from the from just the sink itself. So I had to go for the shower. But it was so confusing. I was like going so back and forth with everything. My mom was always telling me, "Calm down, calm down." I was like almost going full on panic. Thankfully, since I'm taking my antidepressants, it doesn't get to that point fully. I say, all your days like this crazy? My days like wake up, school, homework, eat, shower, brush teeth, watch, stream, game, and sleep. No, they're not. They're not always like this. But if I'm just a tiny bit careless, they do turn out like that. If I'm just a tiny bit careless, it do turn out like that. And basically, once I was able to clean up everything, even I finally had time to eat, and my mom eventually came around, and she almost had the audacity to complain to me, almost, even though I cleaned up everything. And the only thing that she complained about is because I didn't drink enough water when she arrived. She still had the audacity to do that. I was like going back and forth doing everything. Just because I didn't drink the amount of water she wanted, she still had the audacity to complain about it. Eventually, I did empty out the bottle eventually. But, no, that's actually the meaning of carelessness. Indeed, I'm just way too careless sometimes. So much so that even, like, before my mom even started to make dinner, she handed me, like, an empty, yogurt pack or something. And, she handed me, and I was supposed to take it out to the trash. And instead of that, I just started talking to her, and for some reason, my hands just slipped. and the goddamn yogurt pack just hit the goddamn sink that it just got cleaned. The goddamn sink just got cleaned, and I accidentally just like put some more yogurt in there again. I was so careless today. It's idiotic, really. And also when it comes to the litter box, we eventually went to those Chinese stores to get one. Here's another thing. Don't ever buy litter boxes from Chinese stores. It seems like it's a good idea. It's not a good idea. Because we went there. We did find the same model, but not the same color. Because we had a pink litter box. And since my lady Cece really needs the best of the best, we ended up settling for the blue. However, once we ended up going around the store as well, no, not being chilling. And we have a lot of Chinese stores around like Portugal, because there's just a lot of Mandarin people in our country. They just migrated here. And we went around. We were just like getting more stuff. We were getting more clothes. We actually also got a soccer ball as well for the kids. And once we were almost approaching the recession, I noticed that the filter of the litter box that we picked was actually broken. My mom actually told me, thank you for actually noticing. Good eyes. And basically we had to replace for a different model that was like almost 10 euros more expensive, which is not something I recommend. And also it's just way worse, because let's just say that once we actually paid everything, we put on the back of the car. Once we were doing our stuff, remember the little box had that handle thing when we first put it on the back of the car. Once we arrived home, the handle was gone, and we searched everywhere on the back of the car to see where it could have gone to. We didn't find it. So I'm really stressed out that the handle of the litter box just flew out of the goddamn street. That the store was called Shimu. No, I think it was called Home Planet. Yeah, I'm not gonna get litter boxes again up there. Just saying. But it was, we were just so unlucky with litter boxes today. Either I was the one stricken with just bad luck today, or it was just litter boxes today. Litter boxes probably were just like the unlucky item of the day, because I was getting struck by so bad at things. Mercy shopping at Chinese Target. I was with my mom, and we still, both of us got affected by this crap. My mom did tell me at the end that that little box we just bought is not gonna last that long, and I'm sure that it's not gonna, because it's probably not gonna last long by the hands of mine, because I'm pretty sure that once I'm gonna have to clean up the litter again, I'm probably gonna accidentally break it again. I already broke a litter box once by breaking on the handles. It wouldn't be the first time if I do that again. Also, it's getting really hot. I need to turn on the fan. I didn't do that already because it was a little bit chilling in the beginning. But still, I need to turn on the fan right now. Yeah, I know, Sans. Oh. I think some of the smoke came into my lungs. Ugh. It's gonna get a little bit chilly now. I'm already planning to the depth of the next litter box that's sweet and sealed. I don't know why, but my hands are just literally made of butter. That's the thing. Anything that goes into contact with my hands, they'll just fly out. They'll just slip up and go to their death. I assume I can really assure you that's just how it is. Be fast with buying, otherwise the cat will poop on the TV. Luckily my cat is not like that. Luckily she is not like that. Oh, the throw squish. Wait, didn't the throw squish didn't work? Weird. I thought it did work. Never let mercy hug you. You will go to your death. Not like that. But my hugs are quite strong, so you might actually suffer a little bit with, let's just say maybe a little bit of like not being able to breathe for like a few seconds. But everyone has been going through that. But I won't kill anyone with a hug. It's just don't touch my hands. Just saying. I think I have like if you ever actually saw My Hero Academia, there's like the villain that if he touches anything with all of his 5 fingers, he will just break everything. I would say go like that. It almost goes like that. It's just funny. Every bone in my body is broken. I do have really strong arms indeed. And funny enough, I also have really wide shoulders, so I can give really big hugs sometimes. However, that means I'm technically dead. Don't worry, I'll be gentle. I always try to be gentle, even though I sometimes don't even know my own strength. So yeah, that is also one of my bigger problems. Oh, okay. Is there anything else I also have to talk about aside from the whole chaos that was today? Okay, so there's also about Skyforge 2 things actually, but I'm not gonna spoil the one that I'm mostly excited to talk about. Oh, I'm definitely not stronger than Asak. No, not really. But I'm not gonna spoil the one that I'm mostly excited about. But I am gonna try to do something on the other matter, which I will try and see if it is the actual problem as to why Skyforge gives me encoding overload issues while I'm streaming. Because I noticed that the game runs better when it's on borderless window mode. And I wasn't playing like that on the previous streams. I was playing on full screen. And I'm trying to think maybe I really have to play it on borderless window mode. Which sucks, because if I do that, I cannot really... I'll tap to Firefox at least. That's what I know. But so maybe I'll have to do the wheel thing before I even open the game. Just so you guys know. Actually, I can open the game at full screen. It may give a encoding overload at some point. But I will eventually, once we do the spin of the wheel thing, then I will pass on to maybe borderless windows, see if it does give less encoding overload issues. If I'm complaining about it, then it knows encoding overload. If I'm not, then it's just drop frames. So let's see about that. But one thing I'm really excited to show you guys is I'm gonna have to pass on to the next scene so you guys can see it with me. So let's waste my time. Let's up and right up the Skyforge. So it feels empty, right? There's nothing. But here's something I really want to show you guys. The thing is, I don't think I've actually placed this on, oh, I didn't put this on vertical scene. Oh, okay, I can fix this. Hold up. I forgot to fix this, but I can fix this. Let me just fix this on the vertical scene. There you go. Below the black line. Let me just order. Center horizontally. There we go. Much better. So, this is something I'm incredibly excited about. And, only about like a few days ago, though, we get this message from Skyforge. It even says it was on the 12th of June, so it was only about 4 days ago, though, I got this. And why am I so excited about this? I'm not gonna read along at a certain point. So basically, the game, all of us has been thinking that this game was dead. Apparently it's not. They're just planning on the background. I'm also gonna remove the keyboard and mouse thing. Actually, I don't need to remove this. Okay, I'm just ruining everything. Just need to remove this one and this one. There we go. Because from the vertical side, it doesn't really interrupt much. So let's read about this. About us, processes and plans. Also, this is translated from Russian to English. So if there's any mistranslations, can you link me that, please? I think if you don't, are you into part like of the Skyforge guys Discord, because it's there. It is there, but I can do that. I can link you that. I thought you already had access to the Skyforge guides Discord, because that's where I found it. My nose is gonna be really pokey today. Oh, you're not? Okay. Oh, that's Artemis. Oh, that's Artemis. I sent to Artemis accidentally instead of Kenna. Okay, there we go. Oh, there we go. Y'all saw nothing. Okay, so I already sent you the link. Mercy being in the Russian server again. She's trying to be a spy. I'm not in the Russian server. I'm reading a document that was translated from Russian to English. That's different. I know he's just trying to tease me. Okay, about us, processes and plans. Friends! What a lovely way to start. We see your undying interest in the game and want to share with you our thoughts and plans for the future. Yes, we know you were waiting for this post. First, I would like to tell you a little bit about us, those who remain behind the scenes of the project and the current processes. So then, at least we don't know the names of the devs, of the current devs at the very least, we only know about the CMs, so the commanders. There is not a single person in this team that has not worked with MMORPGs before, so currently the game is on hands with people that understand about MMORPGs. This applies to developers, project teams that work directly with players, engineers, and customer service specialists. We are currently carefully studying, compiling, and checking all documentation, structure, code, and interrelations of Skyforge in-game events. The fact that they mention code, does that mean that the game will actually fully pass on to them? Does that mean they can actually modify the game if they so desire? I really hope that's the case, because this game really needs a big update. It's not too terrible. The game is kind of like, when it first got launched, it was way ahead of its time. But the thing is, now it just needs like a few updates here and there. It just needs more content usually. We continue to build all internal processes to ensure that development and support work are as efficient as possible. I hope they get to a point where they finally do what they need to do, so the support part, the support services finally work as they're supposed to work. Because there was a time that the support services were really terrible. Really, really terrible. At the moment, our efforts are focused on improving existing activities. Of course, we find weak points and moments that can be corrected, and if possible, we correct them immediately. But since they are kind of like a little bit, say, focused on other things, which are trying to improve existing activities, I've been seeing like a lot lately them updating or like putting the North America server on maintenance a lot. I'm assuming they really are trying to fix things, but the thing is, when they try to fix something, they also break something else. So they always have to be really, really careful when it comes to that. Plans for the near future. We will continue to run existing events. This does not mean that we'll not be able to launch new activities after some time. It just takes much more time. Our main goal is always to be to support and develop the game. We can't do this without you and your opinion. We will continue to conduct surveys because each player sees their most important game aspect, their versions of their favorite game, and we will read all your comments and wishes. I don't remember the last time they made a survey, though. Let's see. At the moment, we have a long-term development plan for the project. Depending on the needs, our project teams are expanding and growing. However, we will only announce the content that we are confident in implementing. What will change in our communities. Over the few months, the following will be prepared for all sites. Various competitions and activities, regular sections will also be introduced. We hope that you are ready for creative manifestation of your abilities. That really makes me really excited. So what they are talking about, is the art challenges or the art events they usually do on Discord. They used to do quite a lot back then, but it's incredibly rare. And the last time that they did one was when Skyforge was going through the Stop it! Stop it! Why? Basically, they used to do like a lot of art events, but then the last one that they did was after such a long time, and it was just to make time for when the game was being migrated from one launcher to the other, basically. And I also did win that one, so yay! And in-game community rules will be updated. I didn't really see nothing wrong with that, but I guess they will try to make it a little bit more organized. Rude communication style, inadequate dialogue, ridicule, and humiliation. This is not about our official platforms. The new rules will be aimed at maintaining a friendly atmosphere and constructive dialogues between all participants. I think they're trying to talk about what happens on the official Skyforge Discord because that thing is like a war camps. Like pure war camps. It's just everything going insane sometimes there. I mean, they are like talking about things that like, oh, it makes completely sense, but other times it just goes a little bit insane. And now here's the most interesting part for me. We will hold the new open recruitment for the role of moderators for social networks. Interesting. If you know for sure that with great power comes great responsibility and are ready to join the ranks of moderation, be sure to follow the news. I'm not gonna apply for this. I already have way too much on my hands. Now, this next one, program for guide creators and streamers will be launched. Content makers, come out of the twilight. We will lovingly consider each application and make the fruits of the labor of our platforms. I was so excited when I saw this. Oh my goddamn effort. Oh my effort to make this game still live every goddamn Monday. Finally, I think I've made the game still live. And I think they've noticed me. I might be able to finally become a Skyforge content creator, which was one of my dreams, honestly, because I never wanted to give up on this game. Never. And, the fact that they actually highlighted streamers, even though there's not a lot of streamers of Skyforge, not as consistent as probably me out there, it's amazing. Because if you were to see like Skyforge streams now and then, you only see from like completely random people. It's not always the same person. And if they are, they really do have like long periods of time. And then there's me, trying to be all the way consistent. So I feel like I'm being kind of called out here, so it feels really good. I'm so happy. They're finally acknowledging my power, my existence. Community managers will also continue to collect your feedback, comments, and wishes. A few final words. The project and development teams are passionate people who love games and who themselves will spend any time in the project they work on. Step by step, we will strive to make the game better and more comfortable for each of you. Thank you for your help and support along the way. If you have any questions, we are reading you in the comments. Mercy will become the face of Skyforge. I did not plan for that. I just wanted to become one of the content creators, but I might actually become the very first content creator. I mean, that's not true. I cannot be the first Skyforge content creator because at least the most popular content creator of Skyforge was Crazy Pickle, but then he just stepped down. He just stopped playing Skyforge altogether, which it was reasonable. And now nowadays, there's not like anyone that is as consistent of making Skyforge stuff, at least as streaming as like I do. I don't even know if there's like any other channel out there, any other YouTube channel out there that does Skyforge content as like kind of like commonly. And I do plan one day to also be able to basically also one day, hopefully one day I can start making videos to explain certain parts about Skyforge. The thing is, I'm always a little bit terrified to start it off because I don't know how to start. That's my problem. Marcel will be publicly recognized by Skyforge as a partner streamer, getting all the best stuff and newest events before anyone else. That would be amazing because I really want to be able to do those things and be able to explain what's going to happen soon. And if I'm actually gonna have access to like an or like a server that is only specific to like test out things, like a test server, that would be amazing. I really want to be able to test that out. And I will be completely honest and be able to always be like very, very like in front and say what is actually going on. But I say I'm going to skip this part because not to be mean is kind of boring, so it's completely okay. The game will be up soon, so don't worry about it. Ah, my nose. But I'm really excited for this. I know some of you might be wondering why I'm so excited about this, but I'm really excited about this. For the longest time, since I first started streaming Skyforge, this was the very reason why I wanted to be recognized. I wanted to make Skyforge more openly. I wanted to be able to be a Skyforge content creator because I just had this passion. I wanted to be able to educate people. And now it seems like it's about to happen soon. I just need to make sure you say the good and the bad. Yeah, I know. That seems easy. But the thing is, you need to kind of like follow up certain things. Like, you need to follow maybe a script or something. The thing is, my brain is just like everywhere sometimes, and I just cannot really keep up. So I'm just terrified. That's that. I know it seems easy, and also because sometimes I want to be able to record things, but that's again, I don't want any noise to be captured, so yeah. I'll find any excuses. It's normal. It's my panicky ways. Yeah. Okay. That was the thing that I really wanted to show about that I'm the most excited. The most excited. And now I can just close it off. Now, eh, yeah. I'm really gonna have to blow my nose soon again. So before I even start the game again, let's see, the wheel. And I'm gonna start off the wheel very early. It is not early. We're already like half an hour after the stream started. But before I even start off the game, I'm gonna do the wheel so anything happens, I don't have to alt tab and just like have to check up on everything. So this is gonna be for the challenge. So I just have to remind myself of what's gonna be. So last time we got knight, and before that we got gunner. So we cannot get any of those. Also, I have the spinning thing on my phone this time. And get it. There we go. So so for those who are not aware and why I don't have the game open, I'll have the game open soon, but I'm gonna be doing some directives: the squad, the group, the trial, and the evasion directives. Depending on the class that I'm gonna get, it's gonna be only that class, and I cannot change back. So the last time I got knight, before that I got gunner, so it cannot be either of those two. And let's see what the wheel tells me today. Mitsuru says witch, and I haven't gotten witch in a while, so let's see. Monk again? Monk again. Oh, this is gonna be easy. So easy. Well, monk again, it seems. Didn't we just get monk before gunner, though? I mean, it's kind of already available, though, so I guess it's gonna have to be monk again. It feels a little bit cheaty. Calling it monk feels a little cheaty. I'm sorry, but it does. Well, neither of you guessed it this time. Even though Witch was pretty close. Archer was close very well, but I think Witch was close. While, Sans was like 3 away, I believe. Yeah. So you guys were really close, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, time to open the game. Okay, now I can put the chat back. I'm so glad I can finally see the YouTube chat without any issues. Okay. Why it's giving me this thing? And also, it's incredibly loud. Do not be this loud. Please do not be this loud. 40. Okay. So let me just take the wheel again. This as well. Let me check if everything is alright. So it's giving me, this is what happens when you first start off the game. Always. Let me put this on medium. Medium. Are you just not gonna let me put... God damn it. It does not let me put into medium. How dare you? Okay, I cannot change anything anyway. Why? So it's gonna start off on fast. Let me hide the two. I know the settings by head, so I can just quickly shift them. No, I don't want fast. Fast is ugly. So put it on medium. Put it on a windowed full screen. I know it's gonna happen that. It's already giving coding overload. I just changed a thing. Please don't do that. Okay, just making sure. It was just a tiny encoding overload. Okay, it was just a tiny encoding overload because I was just changing things. Now I just need to remove the full screen effect and put the shadow quality to fast. That was the things I always go for when it comes to streaming. And luckily I was already monk, so let's rock and roll. So I'm in the park. I don't know why I decided to be in the park today. I'm also not going to be changing my costume from the regular one. I just feel comfortable with this one. It feels like a pajama, even though it's just supposed to be a wedding dress. Okay, so just so you guys can see, we're not even on the last phase of the invasion yet, but I've been going ahead. I'm being really ahead of myself. Like, I could say that 90% of my atlas is done. And it was all thanks to the argents I can get from the Panty Wars. I need to start saving a little bit more, but still. I have a problem with my debit card I got today. How do I use it? What you're trying to do? Are you trying to do online shopping? Or are you trying to, like, buy something physically? Because if you're trying to do online shopping, I can, like, actually kind of explain to you. It's not too bad. But just please don't tell me your information. Just don't tell me anything about your debit card. Just don't tell me, like, the numbers. Don't tell me any numbers. Just don't tell me any numbers. Not even your name. Please. Just saying it ahead because it can happen. Okay, there's also a night event happening. This one doesn't feel too terrible. And I kind of, like, been missing out on it a lot. Because, now I was going to eat mac and myself, but I just wouldn't work, so I used cash. Basically, when it comes to if you want to eat from McDonald's, unless you're using from the app. I mean, if you're using from the app, or if you're using, like, I don't know, like Uber Eats or anything like that, you have a section on those applications that lets you, like, input the information on your credit card or debit card before you actually do the purchase, or even after you do the purchase. They will, like, give you an option to use either credit card or debit card. And if they only just say credit card, it'll be the same. Also, Kenna, let me, please. I just started. I know if it's gonna be for Nightmare, we'll get to that. Please. And you just have to, like, note down, like, you just have to, like, if it's saying numbers, you just have to point out the numbers. If it's saying name, you put, like, your name full on caps lock. If it says, like, CVC, it's gonna be the 3 numbers on the back. If it's gonna be, like, maybe there's also gonna be the date and the day and month where your credit card will expire or debit card will expire. But basically they request all the things from your credit card that you see. So let's just say that, for example, I cannot really explain it very well, but let's say that you have those, like, 4 packs of 4 numbers of 4. For example, you have about, like, 60 numbers on it. Then you put that one if it's like saying, like, that bigger one. And then if you see a CVC, you just look on the back of your credit card or debit card and you see those 3 numbers. I think they're usually on the right side after that, like, gray thick line usually. So they usually request CVC, they request the big number, they sometimes request your name on caps lock, like, full on, like, without any accents or anything like that. And they also request the day and the month of when your debit and credit card actually expires. Do not put any of that information online, like here or anything like that. But for purchases like that, they will request that so it can automatically be like that. Why does everything need to be so hard? It's not hard. It may be your first time to understand that, but once you get around it, or just ask someone to make it a little bit more visually understandable. But I'm not gonna be putting like an image of a credit card here because unless who knows that it's gonna have something. Hello, Hots. Good to see ya. What a way to wake up. Well, he just woke up, so is he screaming already? No, he's not drunk. He just woke up. He always is the weird self that he is. I mean, let him be weird. Let him be weird. Não vai banir ninguém. Não faças isso. So, this is actually not a bad non-event because of the legendary weapon capsule here. They do not often actually give these. It's not really, really bad. I would wish to go for that one, but I also don't want to use my origins for this. Y'all are just the same. They all use the same numbers as well. Okay, let me get my faith. What audacity. Just give me 331. That's not too bad. I've seen double that, though. 100, 72, 115. So there was only one that gave me, like, a faith. How dare you. Have a little faith in me. Okay. Now let's see the offer of the day stuff. Ooh. I mean, all the weapons are good, but not the best. I mean, it's kind of questionable, I would say. Very, very questionable. So, basically, they're all good, but there's a few better than the others. This is like the one that basically like shows out. Like it's probably the better one of all of the other ones. The reason why is there's only one weapon that Monk has, or at least a legendary weapon that Monk has, that is not exactly all that good, which is Aquatis. Now, Khan and Arai, they are very different from one another. They can still do really big numbers either way. This one, however, if you do not like having to like stack in battle and stuff like that, or even outside of battle, oh, the bunk is not working. Why is the bunk not working? Or did you just not do it right? I'm gonna have to look it up myself, ain't I? Okay.
Steve, hydrate.
Oh. Ah. Ow. Did I just get double? I just got bonked and hydrated. That's amazing. Okay, I'm just trying to find the bonk and the... Where's the bonk at? There's the throw squish. There's the angry me. I don't see the bonk. I forgot about the bonk. I might have forgotten about the bonk. Or maybe there was no bonk to begin with. No, there was supposed to be a bonk. Hold the phone. I guess I just don't have it anymore. Yeah, I think some do work. I just maybe forgot about them. Okay, let me hydrate. Hopefully the water also cleanses my nostrils. I cannot always be cleaning my nose, damn it. I cannot always be like this. But then again, This is still a strong weapon. The thing is, a Rise still tops it out because of being a little bit more efficient and way faster. So this one is still really good, but the thing is, if you feel like just wanting to go for a faster route, then don't get this one. Ew, nose cleaning. You were literally just telling me, you were just literally said earlier that you wanted to lick my toes. And you saying that nose cleaning is disgusting? Your tastes are quite questionable. Literally quite questionable. Still, not really bad weapon. I would say it's actually the better of all of the other three. So, I did not say lick, I said kiss. It's still disgusting. Do not kiss my toes. What if I have not been washing my feet for a while? Just don't. That's even more disgusting. Exactly. Okay, so next up is Onomos, the Unflinching Fighters. I would say this name wrong. I would say Omanos or something like that. Hermanos or like manos, which is hands. But I always call it wrong. But Onomos, it just feels so wrong to say. But this is actually the best kinetic weapon you can find out there. But there's really not a really good kinetic weapons anyway. And basically, this one just really makes the right clicks much stronger, which is really good. Really, really good. But Connectors doesn't have a lot of weapons. That's the sad part. Connectors does not have a lot of weapons, but you can count that this is the best one out there. Goddamn sensors. I am not that. I am not that L tuber or something like that. I'm not even gonna say it. I don't even have the courage of saying it. Now this one here, this is not a terrible weapon. This is actually like, I would probably say like the third best. And this is often the most recommended weapon if there's gonna be a second Necromancer in the team. For example, if there's only going to be one Necromancer, then Marana just sticks out as the best one. But if there's going to be two Necromancers, wherever there's a need for that, then if one is already using Marana, then the second one cannot use Marana. Because the passive ability or the active ability of the Marana cannot really go along well for both weapons. So the other Necromancer has to use the other weapon. And usually the most often one tends to be Mordea. Because Mordea just has this efficiency when it comes to like using its abilities. You can just throw off way many more skull throws and generate much more necrotic energy. And basically your Lich form also has a lower cooldown and basically also has a stronger Lich form. Basically can also just get you much more of your health back by using the Lich form when you have this weapon. So if you basically love becoming a Lich as a Necromancer, this weapon's for you. So in order, the best one, I would say it's Khan, but it's also a very complex weapon. So if you're not really into complex weapons, you don't bother yourself getting this one, just go for Uriah instead. Second would be Mordea, because there's a lot of Maranas out there. There's a lot of weapons, a lot of the weapon Marana out there. So this one as a second option will always be useful. I myself, unfortunately, still don't have it, and I'm not just going to use my Argents for this.
Sansi Underpantsy.
Ooh, that really went all the way very slowly. Nice. And the third one would be on a mouse. It's not terrible. Like I said, all of these are good, very very good. I would add up, but this one just doesn't really push out when it comes to necessity and just being really good as the other ones. The same. We'll tell you when you're older, Sam's. Oh boy, why? Oh boy. Also, I kind of want this costume. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to get this costume, but I'm just gonna be saving margins. Do not lay yourself to compulsion. You're gonna be with already a lot of money tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, speaking of that, already gonna have a very busy day tomorrow. Not only will I have the first clears around midday, probably an hour earlier than that. Let me actually take a guess. Right now, for me, it's 11:20 in the night. So 12:39. So I'm guessing
I'm a
this.
vasto alma argentis. Hoje we go. We.
Oui. I forget that the Portuguese voice when it says we just sounds so fucking French. Are you only 145 points? Or why? How dare you judge me? I've been busy, okay? I've been busy. I cannot really focus on the game too much. Also, I wasn't part of the B2 and the Avatar first clears, so I don't have those extra points. I wasn't part of those two clears, as you can obviously see. I was only part of Coriolis. I will be able to be part of these two, though. I don't actually have an actual job, but I've always found ways to get busy somehow. Always. But I do have a lot of challenges already completed, as you can see. Even though this one should be completed very soon, though. I've been kind of taking it easy for now. However, it says, so midday. Oh, it's actually going to be midday. It's going to be midday. It's a kind of a terrible time for me because it's usually the time that we eat. But if those things are usually done like in minutes, I should be able to go eat right after without much problems. Even though I start to think maybe we're just gonna try and one-shot both of these, but the thing is, trying to one-shot Netflix is gonna be a problem because it's gonna require a lot of preparation. I know because I've been there. So it is gonna be in about a little bit more than 12 hours, but it's gonna be a midday for me. Gotcha. You don't have a job? Even I have a weekly income of money. I don't have a weekly income of money. When you grow up, you don't have a weekly income of money. Try to save your income while you still have a chance. You're gonna be needing it for your future. I don't even consider. Actually, I don't have Twitch as my job for now. I would have to become incredibly popular and have like donations coming in and out to be able to make this for a living. I cannot. And I still gotta have to find ways to prove to my parents that this is worth it. Even though they don't really push me to stop. They just tell me to be a little bit more quiet. That's it. I'm actually very rich for a child, I think. Then be sure to save it because the world is very unforgiving. When it comes to economy and stuff like that, the world's incredibly unforgiving. You're not gonna have you're gonna have a bad time trying to find a house. Really. Even at me, 26-year-old me, cannot find a house because of how expensive it is. Even my brother, who's 3 years older than me, he does not own a house either. He's still living with us. So yeah. Okay, tell me how much money does an average 11-year-old have? None. Probably maybe just $5 or €5 just to get some gummies or some lunch, I would assume. Oh, hi, good morning. Hello there, Brownie. I haven't gotten your live notification. If you have Discord set up to offline, maybe you won't get the notifications. I could assume that. If you're not, then maybe something happened. But still, welcome to the stream. I mean, in their bank account. Do you know when I first got my bank account? I first got my first bank account, I was 21. I was 21 when I first got my bank account. Yeah. I think I was probably 20 or 21 when I first opened my my bank account. So, yeah. Damn, I got mine last week. Yeah. And I'm 26 now, so it's been 5 years at this point. 21? I got one when I was 8. See, you've been learning about things really early. I think kids nowadays are learning things really early. However, I still did like an internship I was in an internship when I finally got my own bank account. I had to do an internship to finally start getting my bank account. And I still had to, I eventually lost it and had to restart a new one because I lost all the money because of those monthly things. Can I call you a boomer? Ugh, I'm not a boomer, I'm Gen Z. I'm Gen Z, but still. Mercy talks about bank accounts and I get a nut about opening a new bank account in foreign states. That's perfect. Oh, it's so fucking hot. Ben, do your fucking job. It doesn't need to be much stronger. I think it needs to be stronger. I guess mode 1 is not enough. Stronger. Okay. Oh. I said they're not terrible and I get Heart of the City. I have 1 times more than an average 11-year-old. I feel like you have probably 10 times more. I don't know. I mean, you're starting things early, so in a way that's good. But just don't try to be too compulsive when it comes to things. Don't try to be too impulsive and start to buy things very randomly. You'll get it from me. I waste a lot of money into this game. There's some things I regretted. Sorry. Okay, let's start this up. I also luckily have the monk node upgraded. White 10. I asked for ChatGPT and an average 11-year has 75k in their bank. From what country are you saying that from? America? Because I'm literally starting to think that's not possible because the economy nowadays, I don't even think that kids would have that much money. No wonder that we adults are so freaking poor because the kids is getting our money. What an 11-year-old has 75k? Exactly. Also, welcome to Vine Nuts. Good to see ya. Welcome to the stream. back in my day, we didn't have that much money. We used to also walk to school and walk all those mountains. Ask. Yo. I'm gonna have to lose my ex over this. Fuck. Anytime? There we go. Whoop. Ah, man. Nope. Exactly, Mitsuru. Cannot really see this chat and do this at the same time because the enemies are going to be spawning every time. It's going to be a little bit tough for me. And I'm an Asian. Also, welcome, Brownie. I see you migrated from the Twitch chat. And yes, most adults don't even have that much on their banks. That is unfortunately true. Unfortunately true. Even I don't have that much on my bank account. I don't even have not even a third of it on my bank account. It's sad, but it is true. I'm not gonna say the numbers, of course. Okay. But it's a little sad. Okay. Where's the other enemies? Oh, it's about time. Okay. Whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Just move to a country that has the most zeros in it. Like, you're saying like Dubai or something? Like those like oil-rich countries? Maybe? What? Got you out there. We know Snow better than like anyone else. Hey. I'm still trying to do this non-god. Should be easy with this weapon. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Okay. Boink. Is there another one? Nope. Okay, it's time for the metites. Not Donald Trump. I don't need to, but oh, like it's diamonds. There has to be a reason why they want that. I was thinking more like Zimbabwe. Why Zimbabwe specifically? Got cut him off again? Oink, oink, boom. Okay. Boop. You. Oh, perfect. Oh, you're saying because of their how their currency is? That is just odd. Oink, oink. There we go. Should be all good, no? And blood. Sweet. That's that. And that's the very first part of the. Hello? Where's my mouse? There it is. Hey, yo, check out this sweet 360 no scope into 180 pigtail grab with the double front thumb flip. Wife said, yeah, I meant to do that. Then I click in because there. Oh, I'm not sure this is gonna work well. I don't think it's gonna work well. Yep, it's not working well. Yeah. I'm sad that it's not working the way that I want it to, and I don't know why it always like puts my character like in a in a very awkward position. Hey. Not really I'm trying to alt tab back to OBS, but it's not letting me. Hello? Ah. I know I'm super close. That's one of the cameras that I have. Okay, something is completely locked. Okay, it was shift. Okay, got you. Okay, and poop. There we go. Sometimes these things just really just lock onto certain keys that I have. Hey, we can finally see their nose. I can also see my freckles. I have freckles. You even always notice my freckles? You never really notice my freckles? I have freckles. I have freckles. See my freckles? I have freckles. I have freckles. I have very, very tiny freckles. I have so tiny freckles. I don't know why I'm always so happy to show off my freckles for some reason. I can get closer if I want to, yes. Okay. Just making sure. Okay, my eyes are still working though. Mercy jump scare. It was not my intention, I swear. I was just trying to show off my freckles. They're so cute, aren't they? Why you gave me pink eye? How could you? Must have got too close to chat and got pink eye. How could you? I already have a severe case of melasma already. Don't give me more reasons to be sick. Okay. Okay, at least that is done. I need to drink again. Okay. Though I can stay in this operation today. That's not a problem. It's not a single problem. Okay, now it's Heart of the City. Sick of this game. Oh, it is still incredibly hot. The fan doesn't really hit my my back, but I kind of wanted to hit it though. But I cannot put it too close, otherwise it might also hit my my microphone. Okay, time to roll. Boop, boop. Yep. There you go. With this weapon, it makes it so easy to get in and out of combat. It also seems like there's not a lot of encoding overload issues for now. So I feel like the windowed mode, the borderless window mode has been the best fix so far. Okay, we need to go where? The west side and find the OS signal source. Because there's like 3 types of quests you can get from this. Why you always want to get away from me? All right. What's your favorite way to move the government to Russia to be tax free? Uh, Now that's a question I would never think someone would ask me. Because first and foremost, I'm not even anywhere affiliated with Russia. The reason you guys always make things like funny jokes about Russia is because I play a game that is from Russia, which is Skyforge. But the thing is, I'm not even sure if the developers are into that things of the government anyway. But to move the government to Russia to be tax free. I mean, I didn't even know that they were tax free there. Hmm. How would I? What is a favorite way? I mean, uh, oh god, that really just made my brain melt. He's a bastard. Come here, bastard. I think he's down the stairs. I didn't want to go there. Wait, he's not here? Oh, hello. Jesus. There's also another one over there. There you go. They're gonna die. There you go. Wait, I have a thing on? I thought I disabled it. I thought I disabled the redeems though. Yeah, don't do that, Brownie. The game is not on. Ooh. All right, so this is the correct game, right? No, it was yesterday. It was yesterday, but I appreciate the little I see the lamb has ascended. That's not even. Just let him have his fun. So I really need to go down there. Okay. Oop, 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 oop. Okay, there's a crash site and the SOS signal is up top. How did I get to that point? Was just like up on there? I mean, I still have to take down these enemies, but that shouldn't really be the bigger worry. Come on in. The water's hot. It's lava. Okay, how did I get to this point? Or it's just like a pin. It's just a marker, maybe. It's just a marker, maybe. Ah, I see. Okay. Ah, boop. Yep. Come on, get closer. Really? There's also one still alive. Okay. Pick up. Oh, we need to find the missing equipment? Oh, that's fucked up. I mean, they're not that far off from one another, I guess. Okay, but that means I'm gonna have to look, and they don't even pinpoint me the places where they could be. Oh, that's completely screwed up. Oh. I give up. Do what you want. Say what you want, even though I'll ask. What does that mean? And instead of replying, we'll talk to you when you roll his hands. Ah. The child, when the child gets frustrated, it always feels so nice. Is that an Undertale reference? Wow, it came out of nowhere. It did indeed. Yep. Okay, I still cannot find for the love of me those things. I have to like navigate and see if there's like a green icon somewhere. Hmm. I mean, I'm found two. I usually don't get this one. I mean, I barely even do Heart of the City anyway. So I already played on the show. I already did. Okay. Okay, there's one. They're always kind of like close to navigate to that little boat thing or to that little plane thing. And they still don't show me where they could be though. Hello, Winterish. Welcome to the stream. Hoping you're having a lovely day. Oh, I heard that beep. As I came too late, she was already halfway before I could even, if it could be happy, before I could be Alphys to help. I kind of did a little bit. I kind of rushed the game a little bit, even though it wasn't really my intention. Ooh, there is something over there. Still need to find more equipments though. I mean, I'm starting to get where they could be. Oh god, you're annoying. Let me find the missing equipment first. Stop beeping at me. Oh, there you are. Oh god, don't be stuck. Don't be stuck. There we go. And that's the last one. Good job. Flavius will be happy to know that his latest prototypes didn't end up in Terror Swamp. Good. You wouldn't be happy with me. Okay, now we can finally go for this. Beep, 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 boop, boop, beep, beep, boop, boop. And there's a coding overlay. Encoding issues. So it still happens, regardless of whether I have the game on windowed mode or not. Did it just like randomly happen? It does randomly happen sometimes. I'm gonna restart the game. See if it actually just gives it some time to be better. Because it's not that it's because the computer is really hot. It's not because of that. Because the other games also had that issue and they weren't having any issues. It seems Skyforge is just the way that it is. I'm gonna give it some time. I'm gonna check on the NVIDIA graphics for now. If there's anything that has been changed. Hmm. Okay. Gonna start it up again. Ooh. Ah! I opened something I wasn't supposed to open. Fuck! There you go. There we go. There we go. I hope you behave now. We're still in this. Okay, so there's a good chance I just lost my god form, but that's fine. So long as I still am in the same class, that's what matters. Also, that my slime over there looks a lot like the ones from Terra. Okay, now we can move on. So apparently windowless mode just, it doesn't really do much. It gives it less issues when it comes to covering overlay. You know what day tomorrow is? Tuesday? That's all I know. It's also gonna be a very busy day for me. That's all I know. I'm also gonna go to the hairdresser if there is even a slot for me. Hopefully, if the hairdresser has time for me, maybe I'll also go do my hair. Oi. Yep. Yep. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to go to that Helios before I have a chance. And where did he go? Never mind. Let's go and get it before I even...
Potato car.
Potato car where? I didn't mean to do that. I don't know why, but my stances are taking way too long to do their thing. Okay, plant explosives. Do not attack me. For the love of God, just give me some time. Thank you. Wait. Potato car. What happens to the potato car when it gets affected by extreme heat? Does it turn into potato mush? My God, I hate these ones because it just becomes untargetable for me. There we go. You. There we go. Now there's still a few more out there. Hot potato car. Oh, I almost got you. Not really attack those from the front because of the shield. Ah, I see. Okay. Now that makes more sense. Oop. Come on. I freaking hate these ones. They just won't stop wiggling. There we go. Now there's the one on the outer side. Oop. Okay. Now we can finally hit the boss. Hello. Why? What happened with my goddamn... Get fucked. Okay. I didn't expect that to one shot. That was a pretty simple thing. But, okay. The bubble! Okay, I'm safe. Okay, should be good. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do, the finishing strike. Oh yeah, I had the worst nosebleeds in my life today. I turned a blue and a green towel to a red one. How? What caused you to have a nosebleed again? Did you just randomly get nosebleeds? You probably should go and see a doctor for that. Because it's not normal to have, like common nosebleeds. Okay. You might even get some bleeding up to your brain someday. Just be careful with that. And I'm, like, maybe exaggerating it a little bit, but I know science is a little bit weird, so God knows what could happen. Boy, there we go. Now it is time. Those days where it was terrible to do this because these things just took way too fucking long to end. Also, the towels that I use are not exactly all that very colorful. Like, most of the towels I have are beige, white, or just going on the colors of neutrals. It happens 1 or 2 months. It shouldn't happen though. I'm assuming that it could be like something that your body just does, that it just like has a way. It's just like it's just trying to renovate or something. But you shouldn't be having nosebleeds that often. Actually, shouldn't be having nosebleeds at all. Nosebleeds should only happen if you're actually hurting your nose, if you broke your nose, something like that. But still, I'm just clumsy. Well, if you're clumsy, well, okay, that answers my question. But, still, oh my God, I'm actually kind of lucky that I got that one then, because this one would be worse. Ugh. And having this one is also kind of a little bit awful because it takes way too long. Especially inside my nose. I mean, the way that you just put it, it feels, like, creepy. But, honestly, don't we all just put our fingers up our noses sometimes? But, to be able to actually just sneeze, I wouldn't actually just feel it, just actually shove my finger up my nose. I would just like rub my nose until it happens. Yeah, I don't need to talk to them. At least as a defender commander, you can just go straight and it will happen anyway. I kind of like how the pole just almost goes through the little ring of my wings. All right. And you. Hopefully my cat gets used to that little box. I feel like that little box is not gonna last not that long. Give or take like maybe 2 months. Yeah, I got them. Arms so itchy. Hey, you. Ooh, I already see Mercy's house painted brown. Why brown? My mom painted the inner walls all champagne yellow. Honestly, I just want to use blue for once. I don't really want to use blue. If I were to make it like a more modern style, I'll probably just you go and search a few things and maybe just use like not the purest of black, but somewhere in the shades of black. Brother cat's gonna poop in she's not. She knows where the litter box is. She doesn't see her litter box in the same place. She's just gonna poop on the same place. This is just gonna be pooping there. She's gonna be seeing the nearest litter or something or nearest sand thing, and she's probably gonna go poop there. She's incredibly smart. Like she doesn't like have any. She doesn't know any commands or like she doesn't know any moves. But she's still incredibly smart though. The sad thing is she is already way too old. Cap up, Jesus, topics the kids get up to. I'm not a kid. Ew. Yeah. But look on the bright side. Very maybe some other day I'll finally become a Skyforge content creator for once. My final dreams will finally become true. Yep. It's still incredibly hot. Yep. Me too. Me too. You cannot be talking about what topics we're saying. You take a lot of things I know when you get older. It's also partially my fault for starting them, so don't be blaming me, Mitsuru. Poor woman. She's also just trying to make sure you have a lovely childhood. And don't you get like a traumatic childhood like some of us had. That just discover something on the internet and we get like traumatized for ages. Just letting you just we're trying to really protect your innocence. There you go. You guys are so sneaky. I'm just witnessing the best things. Hey, you? Great to have a power just when you're about to tell me how to sneeze. I didn't know. I wasn't gonna tell you how to sneeze. I was just saying how I sneeze. But so welcome back. I hate power outages. I also do have that often. Oof. I don't think I'm traumatized by anything in my childhood because I can remember anything traumatic. Whew, let me tell you. All the things that have traumatized me. I'm not gonna tell them here because there's literally a 12-year-old in my stream. I'm not gonna tell my most dramatic thing. I mean, I'm not gonna tell my most dramatic thing, of course not. But there's gonna be like a second or third one there that it probably happened to other people. Bro, I'm 11. Even worse. And I don't want you guys to start looking after it and then getting yourself traumatized as well. Just saying. I mean, I'm pretty sure the game that I'm been traumatized of probably doesn't exist anymore. But the thing is, I don't want you guys to still attempt at trying to find it. Just saying, because I'm trying to be respectful. I'm trying to not cause any trauma to anyone. I'm not an old grandpa. Do you really consider a 12-year-old to be old? Then I should be dead. I should be dead if that was the case. Holy fuck. Alright, I still have to do a lot of invasion directives. I've been getting a lot of aid races, but honestly, I've been going so carefully on these. Ooh, appreciation day, neat. This should be easy. I want. That's the whole point. Like, my most traumatized thing I could remember is being left one alleyway in the supermarket. Oh, you don't get to the level that I've been traumatized. Mercy, your goddess. How do you die? I mean, we are immortals, but we still die. But we respawn. So, yeah. We still have many lives. We're kind of like cats. But instead of having 7 lives, we have multiple lives. And it's not like those multiple lives things where you have to, like, manage, like, many lives at once. No, it's just like, if one of our lives just goes away, just, the other one, then we use another one. We just have infinite lives. Ain't that beautiful? You just need to die. Oh, wait, the wording. Yeah, be careful. I'm also not an angel. I'm a goddess. Respawn, Mercy escaped the Matrix. It's not about the Matrix. This is Skyforge, damn it. This is a whole different kind of beams. Come up. Come up. I cannot really continue to the next one without taking this one out. Wait. There we go. Ample. Mercy's a devil. She will draw you and never let you go. I'm not a devil, nor I'm an angel. People always think I'm an angel. I'm a goddess. I'm not a devil nor an angel. I'm not gonna send you back to hell or heaven or anything like that. I can only send you to somewhere, but I don't know where. I can probably send you to God, maybe. Like God knows. So you have a whole other halo. 2 halos is on top of the hierarchy. Basically, I'm an elder god, so once you become a junior god, you get a halo. If you become an elder god, you get a second halo. That's like the temporary thing. I kind of wanted to get a different halo. The thing is, I wasn't really able to find one, so I'm going for the whole, like, 2 halo things because I'm an elder god kind of thing. Yeah. I'm not a boomer god. Jesus. That's some goofy red horns. Why? I'm just gonna send me to Silver God Heaven in Skyrim. Oh, that's an interesting name. And actually, let me see if I can one-shot you. Oh, almost. I wish. Ah, damn it. My bag is full. I'm hoarding again. Okay, I cannot sell those. Can I open you instead? Okay, I can sell these. So I'm gonna be selling the purple boxes. If you're wondering why I'm saving so many boxes, is because literally the next part of the invasion is literally tomorrow. So I'm just hoarding again. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, oh my god, Sans. At least we can talk to you about this because Unless Mitsuru says you need to be older to know about this, which I wouldn't see why you would have to be. But basically, if you understand about Nordic gods and stuff like that, uh, then you probably would know some places. If you know about like Greek history, then you probably also heard about Nordic history as well. And Valhalla is basically like the place where the warriors go, where they die in battle, and if are deemed worthy, they'll go to Valhalla, which is kind of like a heaven for warriors. If they are not deemed worthy, or if people die of like sickness or old age or stuff like that, they'll go to Helheim, which is like a hell. But the thing is, Helheim in the Nordic stories, instead of being like hell, like full on flames and stuff like that, is actually a cold winter kind of place. I'm not saying Northern, I'm saying Nordic. Nordic, like Nordic. I actually know about this because I've seen God of War gameplay, so. Okay, and I shouldn't be here. Okay. Just because it'll just keep spawning. Huh, they're actually being killed off very quickly. Oh! Whee! And I'm assuming that Sans is going to be asking, what's Ragnarok? Oh, that is just a whole nother can, my friend. It's it's incredibly big story. My brain needs to take a pause. It's getting overloaded by things I can't know what I don't understand. See, this is why we're saying that you need to be older when you grow up, because that way you can store more information. What is an isekai? I know what Vikings. You probably don't want to know what an isekai is. Even though isekai actually it just means world in Japanese, actually. I believe isekai just means world in Japanese, I believe. But that's often used in terms for anime because there's a lot of animes based on like, oh, the protagonist is gonna be travel to another world, basically. So they're always gonna be like, oh, the protagonist was sent to another isekai, kind of like that. Not the trucking kind of things. Oh boy. I remember funny thing. This is not gonna be related to me. This is gonna be related to my best friend, which she used to be like a VTuber like me. She almost had like she had like a VRoid model as well. She had a redeem where you could literally truck Kun at her, and it would make a sound. I abused that so much one day. You have no idea. Oh my god, Sans. You're gonna be so easy to bully. And I feel so sad that you're gonna be so easy to bully. Oh man. Oh man. Thought I could kill you. Yep, there we go. Yeah, I know. Ah, that's actually very mean hearing this from a goddess. I'm sorry. I'm literally just trying to protect you. You say you want to learn more things, but the more we're trying to explain to tell you things, you're just saying like you're not gonna be able to process any more information. So we're just saying like if you get older, you're gonna be able to process more information. It's just true. Even I, a 26-year-old person, and I'm just saying this like as me, not as like goddess me, it just sometimes is hard to process everything.
Olha meninas, se vocês quiserem saber se o cara vai te aguentar em qualquer situação, coloquem a cueca dele na cabeça. A cueca limpa tá, pelo amor de Deus. Não precisa ser a cueca que ele tá usando na hora, não. Se ele olhar para você e continuar te amando, significa que esse cara aí é alguém que vai gostar de você em qualquer situação.
What the fuck is that? I understand everything, but what kind of thing did you get that from? Also, welcome, Sparky. This is Skyforge. It's an MMORPG game, which is about gods and goddesses alike. You can become a god, you can choose whatever class you want. It's fun. I'm just trying to deal with the chat currently. If you want to know about the men you're gonna be dealing with in any situation, put put panties on his head. The pants have to be clean for the love of God. It doesn't have to be any pants he's using at the moment. Please no. If he's looking at you and still loving you, it means that the man is someone who's gonna be loving you in any situation. Where'd you get that from? Somebody told me it's when I'm learning. Can you tell me in English? Yeah, I just kind of translated it. Basically, he's basically just saying like, oh, if you want to know if your man loves you, just put his pants on top of his head. Just make sure it's cleaned and it's not his when he's not the ones that he's wearing at the moment. And if he's still looking at you and still loving you, that means it's gonna be someone that's gonna be worthwhile. Well, this doesn't really make any of the accusations of us being the dirty ones me any better. I have the sentence memorized to flex. I'm both impressed and disgusted, but at the same time, we Portuguese people also have sometimes that dirty mindset, so yeah, I cannot really blame you for that. I can't really blame you for that, unfortunately. What kind of school did you go to, Brown? Because this doesn't make any sense. I don't think he went to school. I think he was just using Duolingo. I'm assuming. Unless I'm already making this a little less underwhelming, he's actually legit going to school. Oh, and you? Human learning with people. Oh, so you're just like going around and learning with people. Ooh. Okay, so you're literally probably learning with the locals. And worst part is online. Oh, so if you're learning with locals, it might be a little bit terrifying because some of us can actually just take a little bit of advantage, just make things way too dirty sometimes, just out of just pure jokes and shits and giggles. But we're not like, how do I say that? We're not that terrible comparing to other countries. We are incredibly respectful sometimes. But the thing is, we also have sometimes a very dirty mind sometimes, so I wouldn't be surprised if he got that from like 40-year-olds or like really old people. Okay, I'm almost done with this. Whatever floats your boat. Also, what do you think about the Portuguese accent? Especially the male Portuguese accent. Because, basically because, I find whenever the Portuguese males, whenever they speak English, they sound so weird. And I immediately confuse Portuguese people speaking English to Russians. So I wonder what your thoughts on it are. Okay, Bonnie, sorry if I got confused. There we go. And that's done. Oh, I knew a few males speak Portuguese. I forgot where from though. Probably Oeiras. Oh, Oeiras. I don't know where that would be. I will take it. Maybe that's probably probably somewhere in the center, if not north. How did you not go to school? I need to be at least 15 on a school. 8 here in a primary school and at least 7 in the middle. We can also do 8. And then also university 4, 5, so. I mean, I think he's not talking she's not talking about that. I think she's talking about like actual learning language school kind of thing. Oh, it's right outside Lisbon. Yeah, I'm not way close then. I'm way up north, buddy. Way up north. Not like the north. Like I'm not like exactly on the coast from Portugal to Spain up north. But the accent is what I want to get. That's why I was a career for 2 years. Now you're not gonna get that lucky because Yakari now has started her streams again, but now it's gonna be full on English. Mike is gonna be kind of like that as well, but you can kind of like it kind of like get over like the whole or what kind of go all around it, and sometimes you can even hear me speak Portuguese because I don't have that limitation of just speaking English. But he's Yakari. That is my best friend. That is my best friend. Yakari is another VTuber that streams I think 2 or 3 times a week as well. She is in real life my best friend as well. I asked she will release the unlisted playlist she wants. I assume she has her own reasons. My sister's got it last thing as she is streaming for Antarctica. I wish, because it's so fucking hot in here. It's so freaking hot. Okay, so we've done a challenge, so I can just go back to whatever class I want. It's already midnight. Holy fuck. Who's better, you and Yakari? That's not even a question. Don't ever make such a question. I will never be better than her, and she will never think she's gonna be better than me. That is not a question she should be doing. We have our own ways. We are both dorks and scatterbrains, but that is not a question you should be doing. I'm not gonna be better than her. She's not gonna be better than me, and she's not. And honestly, I wish she could be. She was better than me. Honestly, I always want to think that she's better than me, but honestly, we're not gonna have that thought. That's not how logic works. It does not matter. We're gonna be civil about this. If we're in Antarctica, you would wish the current weather. I kind of understand that, but I mean, you would also could be snuggle up with a lot of sheets, and you could just remove a few sheets if you wanted to. So, so it would be much better. But when it comes to the heat, you can never just remove your skin off. That's the thing. Mercy the Scatterbrain Goddess. Yeah, and my best friend would be she used to be the elf, so she would be Yakai the Scatterbrain elf. But she's no longer an elf. She is now like an octopus artist, I believe. But she's still very interesting to see though. She's been getting mounting like a good amount of followers still. So if you are interested to see her doing her stuff, she also sometimes does art streams and stuff like that. She also does games as well. You can also see her stream. You can actually, if you see from my Twitch channel, there are some people I've recommended for you guys to see. She is one of them. If you're cold, just put more clothes. If not, you cannot remove skin. Exactly. That is the problem. That's why I prefer the cold. For the longest time, I was the opposite because I always had this little hatred that I was born on wintertime. But after a while, I just started to realize that it's much better to be dealing with the cold rather than dealing with the hot.
My brain explodes. We boom MMMM.
I don't know why I just go like MMMMM. Are they trying to say M&Ms or something like that? Ugh. Okay, water again. Or maybe I just need to move the fan so it hits me. Did it work? I didn't see it. I'm not sure if it did work. Because I believe those types of commands only work. Okay, it did work. It's a real command. those are the ones that are supposed to be the secret ones. It works. So before we start off anything, let me do. Okay, let me try to do some more evasion directives because I'm way behind those. Even though some of the directives that I've been getting were terrible. Okay. Please teach me your secret commands. They exist. You just have to look for them. Just look. If you find them, you'll be able to use them. Oh, I'm gonna be able to eat so much. I'm gonna be able to eat so much tomorrow. I'm gonna be able to eat kebab again. Oh yeah, I'm also gonna be going out with Yakari tomorrow. Speaking of her, I'm going to go out with her tomorrow. I'm not gonna be saying where we're going, but I'm just gonna say we're gonna be eating kebab. And I'm excited for that. They're not on Discord. They're on Twitch. You just have to find them. Okay, that's done. Ooh, again. LS. Alright. Oh, that's so fucking hot. Also, just so you guys have an idea how hot it was, even though it might not be the worst for you guys, it was already kind of like terrible a little bit for me. Because, once, when we were getting to the Chinese store to get to buy the litter box, we entered our car. My mom went to our car, and we saw the temperature. My mom entered first and saw the temperature of the car. My mom told me, "Guess how hot it is inside." And I just took a guess and I said 36. And yeah, and she told me, "You're pretty close. It was 37." And I was like, "Fuck." I could have earned something if I guessed it right. And it was so freaking hot. Once we actually got to the store, it went down to 33. But still, it was so freaking hot. Oh, I'm already following Yo. Ooh, nice. Hey. Anything above 30 is a crime. Ugh. And yeah, I thought above 40 was the worst. But yeah, it's starting to get really bad even above. It's starting to get even worse even above 30. There's still more as well. There's still more emotes aside from those. I can just really put them all. I just need to I need to put more. I did update the better TTV emotes at some point. We are supposed to get above 30 for the next few days. Yeah, I've heard about that. I don't know if I'll be able to survive. I think it's all gonna be for most of the countries. So it's gonna be incredibly terrible. But I also heard it's gonna rain at a certain point. I wonder about that. Is it really gonna be raining in my country? I wonder when. I might actually just maybe take a look. Also, I actually want to test out something. Hey Google, will it rain tomorrow? Will they answer in Oh, they do answer in English. Holy moly. So it won't rain tomorrow. Okay, let me hear this. Hey Google, will it rain during this week? Ooh, nice. Sweet. If Google play Despacito. I wonder if that could happen. But I'm not gonna do it because I don't want to get copyright striked. That's it. I'll say but I don't want to be I don't want to get copyright striked. But if I could do that, honestly. I'll say it's Gemini that it's speaking. It's not even ChatGPT, it's Gemini. Are you on speaker, Mercy? No, I'm not on speaker. It is my phone. It is just my phone that I was talking. But I usually mute it. But just for that thing alone, I just wanted to hear the sound or whatever it was talking. I wonder if it was that it could speak in English, and it can apparently. So interesting. Okay. Oh no, it's the final certification
Hey
again.
Google, turn off lights.
I don't think it can do that because it's my phone. What would happen if it were to turn off the lights? I don't have the Alexa Echo or something like that, so it wouldn't do anything. Hey, yo. What is arsenic? Arsenic is a toxic element, basically. I'm not sure if it's toxic or anything like that. I know it's an element. It's kind of like, I don't know, like kind of like a grounded rock or something. I'm not sure. But always keep looking at the facts because that's my favorite command. You. It is often used in. Oh, the arsenic is often used in rat poison. Ah, I remember arsenic was also used in something else. I just don't remember what right now. That one always makes me laugh. That one, the pigeon poops the property of the British Crown. It's funny because I've always been looking at like the most interesting types of facts, and that one just caught my mind the fastest. And I did that command back when I was like really diving deep into like those random facts, because I used to like see a channel where they would just like do like top 50 facts and something like that. Yeah, I searched these facts myself. Yep. I did the search, and I also saw videos of those facts, so yeah. Honestly, I just love hearing facts. Really. Hey, where are you? There. Okay. Just put it here. Right on it. There we go. I didn't read at all, because there's always going to be new facts every day, so. Is this conspiracy VTuber? Nah, I wouldn't be. Even though I like to read some conspiracies, I will know that they're not going to be true unless proven otherwise. I just love to read things. At least when it comes to that, when it comes to like listening to random facts and stuff like that, I just love to do that. Concentrate and ask again. Okay, special troop now. That's like the perfect answer. Does mercy show mercy? The magic ball says, ask your daddy. Oh, that was the best answer. Oh. It's proven that the water stream must toxic with battery acid. Of course. What were you thinking? I don't know what I've done with your father. Go ask him. Maybe he'll say he have a good time. Oh, that's terrible. Rose is making people get isekai. I mean, yes. Yes. I'm not gonna do things when people don't ask you. Truck and for mercy. I need to have the truck and redeem someday, but I've been so busy lately I don't have time to even make new redeems. Boink, 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 boink. There we go. Okay, now just be on the lookout now. Okay, middle. There we go. Where now? Left? There, right. Oh, I'm so burpy today. I think it was just too much water in my system. Also, funny enough, the game is now only having another encoding overload again. So I really do have to restart the stream at the game at a certain point. It works wonders, apparently. Am I just gonna be calling it out? It's gonna happen again? Maybe. But I mean, it's working. Wonderfully, it's working. Okay, it's there again. Now, the game sometimes causes an encoding overload on the stream. And, probably ending time set? No, I've done that once, but I don't want to do it again. The encoding overload last time was really severe, so I had to keep going until the very end. So this time I figured out that I just had to restart the game, like once it happens. No, you don't see it happen right now. There's no encoding overload. But once you see it, I'll be able to see it as well. If we both see it, then it's encoding overload. If you guys see it, then it's a drop frames thing. It's easy. If you guys see it, it's a drop frame. If we both see it, it's a encoding overload. Right now, it's not happening. Hey Mercy, just as a question, would you do a Stardew Valley stream with your community? I never thought about it. Because when it comes to farming games, I'm terrible at them because I'm just incredibly impatient. Also, because my boyfriend will be watching, and if I were to dare even date someone, he'd be very mad at me. So, so I rather not, rather not. Because when it comes to Stardew Valley, it's just not about farming. It's not about that. There's a lot of things when it comes to Stardew Valley, and that's my bigger problem because the game gets obviously a little bit complicated after a certain point, and I just cannot keep up with it. I wanted to keep it a little bit too simple. The thing is, obviously, that makes it me like a very boring streamer in that aspect. There we go. I have played Stardew Valley before, so I do acknowledge some of the things that exist. The thing is, do I dare stream it? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I already streamed Polio once. Even though I enjoyed it, it ended up just me not enjoying it for longer than I wanted it to. Even though Polio is great, if you're into like farming and just enjoying stuff at all, if you want like a Stardew Valley kind of style but 3D and much less complicated, you might want to go on Pal instead. Yeah, Stardew is incredibly long and much more complicated. While I'm more on the Palia side because of the fact that it's 3D, there's like not a lot you have to do, and honestly, just much more simple. Honestly, even though there's also the whole dating and NPCs kind of thing as well. Ooh, it's starting to get a little better. How did I fucking kill the Entith first? The potatoes should be living for longer than the dryads. Probably a viewer game is something like Gardic Phone or stuff. Yes! I've been wanting to have a lot of people on my stream, and the reason why I want to increase my viewer base is to be able to play games like those. One of the games I want to play, for example, is the what is it called? The Jack? One of those Jack games, I believe. I think it's not Jack on the Phone. It's not those. It's something like Jackbox. Jackbox. The Jackbox games. If you ever heard of the Jackbox games, whew, those are really cool. And I really want to be able to play those with you guys someday. The thing is, I need to be a part of I need to have like a bigger viewer base to be able to make it more interesting. So if I have like maybe 10 people watching me every day, maybe I can make it happen. That's the thing. And also I would have to also do it along someone else. Yeah, it's like it's a friends game, but you also can have a public with you. So people that are watching your stream and stuff like that can also kind of like interact in a way. You ain't gonna be living for long. Yeah, but they're incredibly interesting, those Jackbox games. Okay, Benefit is done. And that's all the invasion directives. How much did I get for my invasion atlas? Not a lot, but it's a start. I mean, it's already gonna make me stronger. Plus, I can already tell that Agape wants to put me as a sound weaver tomorrow. I mean, it's not the worst. Gonna put me as a tank again. And honestly, I probably feel a little bit frustrated because I've been so strong during this invasion. I've been trying my best to be so strong this invasion. And he just puts me like the goddamn supports and tank classes. If he's listening to me, he's probably gonna be considering. But the thing is, I always make it look like I don't push myself hard enough, so there's that point. I'm sorry, I was watching the stream and I suddenly got a nosebleed again. See? Just go to a doctor. And I didn't even curse you to make that happen. Seriously. So please just go to a doctor. I even need to go to a doctor myself because I have way too bad of a melasma in my face. And I also have issues with other things as well. I'm not going to talk about them because they're a little bit more private. Exactly. Follow what the brownie is saying. I think he already kind of know because they're always so used to nosebleeds. Yeah, hydrate. Throw me a hydrate redeem. That's gonna be for you. Next hydrate redeem is gonna be for you. All right. What else can I do? Oh, thank you, Kenna. I think she's finally watching my stream. Never do your head up. Your blood will go to your lungs. Then where you wanted to go then? Oh, thank you, Kenna. Thank you. And Brave and Brutal. Brutal. There we go. Thank you. Okay, now I have enough points for a mental concentrator. That's best. I mean, I think the bigger concern around here is not the fact that he's losing blood. It's gonna make him faint. Is the fact that if the blood goes somewhere else than where it's supposed to go, that's gonna be worse.
Steve,
I think.
hydrate me.
Yeah. That's on you, Sans. That's on you. I don't have any obligation to be drinking right now. If it is for you. Actually, I'm just gonna be drinking anyway because it's way too hot. You pick up a water bottle, find the nearest water bottle, make sure that nobody else is using it because bacteria, just pick up a cup, just see whatever water there, if there's any water bottle out there, and just put a little bit of water on the cup and just drink the water. It's not too tough, isn't it? I'm not gonna be opening my yellow boxes. I need to be saving it for tomorrow. The B3 and B4 are gonna be released, so I have to be prepared. I need to prepare myself. I'm not gonna wake up my parents up. I mean, hydrating is important. Do you want to die from dehydration? It's a tiny sacrifice. I go many times to the kitchen. Many times to the kitchen. And my mom doesn't bat an eye at this point. I could be frying potatoes if I want to in the kitchen. She wouldn't bat an eye. Oh boy. The thing is, if I talk way too loud here, she's gonna be listening to it. But I'm gonna be mad at you if you actually die. Don't not die, please. Actually, let me check if I still have more purple boxes. Ooh. Oh, these though. Why do I have so many of these? It's gonna be nothing though, but still I have many of these. Holy shit, I've been saving these for what? Dying is bad. Yes, dying is bad. Very, very bad. I don't think your parents have been paying for your funeral for now, so make sure they don't have to pay very expensive stuff for your funeral right now. Yeah, so I have a lot of boxes. I also need to start doing my treasure hunt. I forgot about that. I need to do my treasure hunt. Okay, thanks. Let's go. Whew. I hope I get a relic again. Ask me what? Why do you say you dislike greenies, but then specifically say tomato? They're all red, and they're also great. I don't like tomatoes, but I really love ketchup. I'm gonna have to explain to you what tomatoes cause me that I cannot really explain in a scientific way. But whenever a tomato is open in front of me, and I try to approach a slice of tomato in front of my face, I just have to puke. I just have this necessity to puke whenever there's a tomato in front of me. I just cannot hold myself. I've been able to hold myself whenever there's a little bit of lettuce in front of me, or whenever there's a little bit of cucumber in front of me. But for some reason, tomatoes are a fucking no. Just saying. I cannot really hold my stomach with a potato in front of with a tomato in front of me. I think it could be because of the liquid that the tomato protrudes or something. You can experience enjoyment of cherry tomatoes. Then, if they don't have that liquidy on them. I think they could be that good, but I need to start having like a stronger stomach though. I need to have a stronger stomach because my stomach is not that strong. At least not for greenies. Okay, 2 normal boxes. Okay. Is there any other one aside from that one in front of me? Oh, that's literally on the other side of the town. Fuck. Hey, you are here. Oop. Do you need a stronger stomach? I'm sure you can buy one on eBay. I wish. I think eBay had a situation where people would sell illegal stuff there, didn't they? But then they had to take it down because it was just like breaking the laws that they had. Yeah, always make sure it has free shipping. Always make sure it has free shipping because otherwise, fuck no. Funny thing is, most of those online shops they only have only free shipping after you get to over a certain amount of price. For example, on Temu, I've ordered from Temu before. It's great. People say that Temu is crap. I say otherwise because I've always been having great stuff from Temu. You only have to get it over 20 euros or at least $20 to be able to get free shipping. So for me, it's delightful. Yeah, I've always been getting really good stuff from Temu. So yeah, never heard of Temu since. It's like the new Wish, basically. If you ever heard of the online shop Wish, you probably have heard of Temu. Yeah, free shipping. Funny because I've ordered from Wish before, and I've had like earring that came around really awfully. But the thing is, for Temu, for some reason, things always go really well. Okay, maybe I'll have to go around here. For the release of Ultima Online, the developer Richard Garrett tried to sell vials of his own blood on eBay as a backup price. Is that true? Is that true? Because I feel like that wouldn't really be made up. I feel like that doesn't feel made up. That doesn't feel made up. That feels way too detailed to be made up. I tell you that. There's some facts out there that just feel mind blown. But they are actually true. Yes, I do. Was an up bar. Whew. How? I mean, Jesus. Yeah, I cannot find it. I just love Sansa's Sansa's response to everything. The world is beautiful and bizarre. Also, why would they need so many words for snow? Why? Are they using like the entirety of the alphabet and plus like the other alphabets there is just to say snow? What do you expect from a guy that demanded people call him Lord British? To drink a lot of tea and eat a lot of biscuits. Snow 1, Snow 2, Snow 3. Oh yeah, I see that. My country has one for snow, and it's snow, like snow, like nothing else, not yellow snow. So, okay, fine, don't worry, no need to panic. No need to panic. We get it, it's snow. For me, it's Nev, but still. Also, Nev is very cute. Not that I'm speaking in English, but has to say some words in Portuguese. Nev feels a very beautiful word to say. Okay, I don't think I've gotten all of the treasures yet. Let me go back to veins if that's the case. It's not. Oh, Santa's having a meltdown. Santa's having a meltdown. I don't know why, but I'm feeling like very. I don't want to feel happy about this, but I'm just wanting to have. I'm smirking. He moved the backer option to a vial of his own blood to a private website, and surprisingly, 2 vials sold. Do you also want to know something very interesting? Blood can be used as frosting for cakes. Actually, no, it's not that. I think blood can be used to replace eggs. I wish I didn't want to know about this, but it is true. While blood can be used to replace eggs for cooking cakes and stuff like that. Yeah, you might want to search that up. It is. It is gonna be incredibly terrifying. British blood pudding is actually made with blood. Ugh. Why? Well, that was a good idea. Here, I thought my cooking was weird. It was terrifying. Ugh. I'm not searching. Okay. Oh, my cake's made from cake. Okay, gotcha. At least someone is saying here. Okay. It is terrifying the things that is out there. Eh. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I think that was a fake one, the last one. If I didn't get a relic, I would assume. Nope. No relic. I'm saying, mostly. That's all we can say. We can say that we're sane, but inside of us we have our own little gremlins. Oh, this has been a lovely stream today. I don't know how we came to this point of talking about like blood and in stuff like that, but we just came to that point. Simply, we just came to that point. But honestly, I just want Sans to have another meltdown over the next fact. It's gonna be lovely. I don't need that. I don't need to check about the dead Templar. Stop it. Risha's dead. He's like, I tell people, if you show me someone who says they are 100% normal, I'll show you someone who is a liar. Exactly. Exactly. There's nobody that is 100% normal. And yeah, I thought my parents were normal. After I grown up, after a few years of growing up, I've learned that they are anything but normal. They have their own ways. And I know that my mom is incredibly picky with cutlery. I know that my dad has like his two sides. Either he comes home being all clowny or he comes home just like dead tired. So there's that. Normal means different things to different people, so normal doesn't exist. Exactly. Normal should not be like good. Normal is not good. Different is good. Also, that reminded me of something that is incredibly sad that is happening in my country. Nor, I'm not even sure if I should be even talking about this because it does abridge something like cultural that if I even speak about it, maybe I might get in trouble. I'm not sure. So maybe I'll just try to go around with the words. So if you guys are interested to about what I'm trying to talk about, you can try to search it yourself. But the thing is, I'm going to try to avoid saying a certain word. Basically, what is happening is, I don't know when it first happened, but it feels like it was like a week ago or something. Either a week ago or 2 weeks ago. But a certain group of people, it was either like one or two men, that proclaimed themselves to be Neo something, and they ended up attacking an actor. The thing is, we don't know the reasons why they ended up attacking an actor, We don't even know. I don't even know why they ended up attacking the actor for any reason. He seems to be popular enough. The secret Portuguese people are gonna go after Mercy for under her floorboards. It's not because I'm afraid of the police. I'm afraid of the internet. Me is something. What Mitsuru? No, it wasn't Mitsuru. Don't get ahead of yourself, Sans. It's entirely something else. I just cannot say the word in its entirety because of the internet. And basically those Neo people ended up attacking an actor, a very famous actor, like maybe a week ago. And recently they ended up attacking two women as well. The thing is, the reason why I'm even speaking about this and why it's actually shocking me is because these type of Neo people, I've never think that my country would even have these type of people in my these type of people here. That is something you very much wait until you're older to find about. Thank you, Mitsuru. This is definitely something you have to wait until you're older to find out because it's definitely something incredibly heavy. And now you seem very mad about, but it is incredibly heavy. What I'm saying here. So we're doing it for your own sake. But it is really sad because these things you would probably think it happens in more violent countries. Tea is fine. The thing is, it's very sad. It's very sad that it's happening because I always thought my country was like the peaceful one of the over the many countries that are at war and stuff like that. And basically, I thought my country was always very peaceful and stuff like that, but the crime has been increasing heavily as of lately. And I'm not gonna say which types of crimes and stuff like that. I'm not. But it has been terrible as of lately. So, and to hear that those Neo people are even trying to infiltrate into our country and trying to attack people, I just wonder if they're gonna be able to spread and just because damn, that actually sounds pretty bad. It is bad. It is bad. I was not expecting that to even happen in my country, but it is happening. Doesn't Portugal have like daily soccer riots? Not daily, but it did happen one recently, Mister. Now that you pointed that out, that there was one time that I think it was like maybe 2 weeks, 1 week ago. I think it happened about the same time as the one that I was talking about, the event that I was talking about. That two soccer clubs, one from the one that I actually am part of, and most of my family is a part of, and then another one I will call it the one that I part of, the Dragons, and the other one the Lions. Basically, what happens that there was like a dispute between the fans, and I believe the Dragons won. I'm not sure if the Dragons won, but I have a feeling that the Dragons won. And for that reason, the Lions went in such a big berserk that that a few fans of the Lions killed some of the fans of the Dragons. Yeah, there are a few riots, a few soccer riots, of course, but not to not to this like extent, I would say. Oh, that's where the joke that Portugal is a fictional country that doesn't exist outside of the football that comes from. Yeah, because of Cristiano Ronaldo. Yep. As if we're not also famous because of the wine as well. Milan is at number 17 of the most tea-free country in the world. Interesting. So we also been having really severe crimes as of lately. So not only we have those Neo people, we also have like riots that has turned deadly. And still, the thing that gets me the most attention are the riots are happening in Los Angeles. For some reason, the riots that are happening in a whole different country than mine are giving me the most attention rather than the ones that are happening in my country. Look at the irony. A waffle iron inspired one of the first pair of Nikes. see, this is why I just love seeing this. I just love Sans having a meltdown. You also want to know something? I know there's gonna be like a little bit over 18 people, but you know those like astronaut suits? They're made of latex. And you know what latex is also used for? I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say anything else. I mean, that is just LA. They take any excuse to flip cars. I mean, I mean for the reasons they're doing it, I feel like it's a bit fair. I mean, the reasons they're doing things, it's a little bit fair. Darn, as a person who learned Portuguese, they did a Portuguese and spoke with Portuguese people for the last 2 years. Nobody mentioned wine. I mean, it's because we just live with wine way too much that it's just part of our lives. I don't drink wine, but I know my parents just live and breathe for the wine, especially the Porto wine. Porto wine is just a thing. Nikola Tesla hated pearls. Is this not even useful in life? I mean, if you want to learn about things, why not? Lexus is just for balloons. I think that is what you meant, Mercy. No, I didn't mean for that, but you could go that way, just to make it a little bit PG friendly. Yeah, we could go that way. Ah, it's about some time that I need to start hopping on for, Okay, so the incorporated load has been really neat today. I'm not gonna say, I'm not gonna say, I'm not gonna say what the latex was useful for. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna suggest you to search for it. Yeah, we shouldn't let it out. Exactly. Hey, I have way too many things on Discord happening. Holy fuck. Yeah. So just yeah, there's a lot of things that latex can be used for. Okay, is there anything important that I need to know? Can it replace chewing gum? No. Not really, not that I know of. What? You used to chew on balloons? I hate the texture of balloons, honestly. And you would even chew on them? I know that Mitsu is gonna be very betrayed of me for saying that. But still, I'm very picky when it comes to texture, so yeah. Yes, moving on. Okay. Let's pretend that didn't happen then. Okay. They just use their I believe that cows just use their lower teeth and they don't grass doesn't really need much to be like like completely taken apart to be able to be processed on a stomach because I believe they have a very strong stomachs. I see hates balloons. I've been shambles, and it's not that like I hate balloons. I am very picky when it comes to textures because I cannot take cups out of the washing machines because they have that little rusty texture. I hate that, and also some of the clothes I also hate. If there's like one of those like woolly clothes, I also hate it. So I'm just incredibly picky when it comes to textures, really. So balloons kind of go about the same way. How big is their under teeth then? I'd say big. It doesn't have to be big. It just has to be strong. That's just the thing. Also, I'm a little bit terrified. Just saying because the majority of the people entering the raid lobby right now are Brazilians. So if you start seeing me speaking Portuguese, do not panic. Just saying, do not panic. Just making sure everything's okay. Sorry, just I'm very burpy today because I've been drinking a lot of water. Let's go, Brazil! Yeah, there's a lot of Brazilians. There's like 3 right now, and also 3 English, so I think it's even right now. Entering.
Tá.
Muito bom, velho.
Deixa eu apagar a Rapunzel aqui.
Just making sure that everything is settled.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Nice.
Jane Mercy.
Yay! I know this. I've read this in the book. So
How
I'm
about
Octopus about 3 wives
Shokali?
because it has 3 hearts to share. Weird.
Ooh, well done! That was really nice.
O Elpis, ele tem um sotaque meio de japonês.
Não, não é japonês, ela é. Eu sabia. Elpis, can you tell me again where you're from? I forgot again. I'm sorry.
My country's abbreviation is SG. That's Singapore.
Então, é sotaque asiático.
É um sotaque asiático, mas não é japonês.
É. Da forma que ele
É
fala.
da Indonésia.
Isso, Indonésia, pô. Okay, I have most people here at max. And I
Do
still
we
don't hear.
have some time? I need to kill this Scarex.
4 minutes.
4
Eu
minutes?
vou
I
com a
need to be
Rapunzel, tá,
quick.
Mercy?
Tá bem, tá bem. Ainda tem tempo. My humans play in the morning very early.
Is there anybody there to help?
They are from the land of Narnia. None of your business. Why?
Jogou aqui.
Pra ajudar, você não tá fazendo nada.
I mean, we're planning for the
Se
raids.
precisar, eu vou.
And most of the people here are just like either people that are not available for the daily raids or people that
You
still need
there
a
so
lot more
far
people
or
thing.
not yet? I'm almost there.
No, I can be there. I can come and help. I'm loading. I'm slow.
Do you need it? Should I wait for
No.
you?
I don't need it.
Okay.
Need any of this.
Also, so the raid my next stash.
If I
I'm
need
not gonna do
kill it
that.
fast, and there's no one over there. I can come and help.
Also, need to amp up
It's
Safari's voice as well.
39%.
Oh,
There we go.
that's almost dead then. You're good.
Aren't late Robbie's just need an Ooga Booga hit with stick? Is VC necessary in this game? In most situations, yes. Because we need to communicate
O
well.
português da Mercy eu não acho tão puxado do Portugal.
Por quê? Achas que a minha voz é assim mais suave? É?
Não, é que você é nova, aí você fala com um pouco mais de gíria. Aí não parece.
Ah,
Exatamente. Não parece mais o de Portugal.
também porque eu sou do norte e nós somos mais, como é que eu ia dizer, mais os gírias e isso tudo. Somos mais tipo relaxados.
Ah, pode ser, pode ser.
Se eu fosse do sul, seríamos extremamente formais.
O meu antigo chefe, ele é português, mas é português angolano.
Ah, ok. Porque existe assim esse tipo de portugueses. Porque tipo, havia uma altura de Portugal e que tipo, muitos portugueses migraram para Angola, para a África, principalmente para Angola para procura de emprego.
Aí puxa mais o português.
É. E é difícil perceber, imagino.
Sim.
Oh, I hate these things.
Yeah, this game requires not in this invasion. This invasion is not that demanding of teamwork, but the other invasions are going to be more demanding of teamwork. Like I was in Ursel, when you're tired of sleep, don't stay up. Yeah. Okay, we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're only 8. We need 2 more to be able to make a full team. Also, I don't tend to have a lot of people on Mondays, though. Or sometimes when I do, it's just something is just the least expecting from me, honestly. Okay. It's getting a little bit better now. Ah. Yeah. I'm glad the sounds are back, at the very least. I didn't have to do much. So apparently the thing with Skyforge, I just had to restart the game after the first encoding overload, or maybe I just have to restart it after I start up again.
Today?
Initially, I wish I could have more people first, but still the usual B2. But if we can, maybe with how good the team may be, maybe a sneaky B1. But we don't. Let's see if we can have like a full team first. But I'm not sure. Also because we can, Ow, my bones. Also, I'm not sure if it's gonna be able to do too much because a lot of people need to rest for tomorrow. Because if you don't know, tomorrow's gonna be the release of B3 and B4.
Third course, yeah.
Some people might have to stay up, may have to wake up early. Not in my case because it's gonna be from midday for me, but other people it might be like 6 a.m. or something.
It is 6 a.m. for me.
Yeah, see.
Hmm. Oh, this is really hard.
Yep,
Pantheon
well,
War used to have it like 6 in the morning too, for me.
Yeah, very tired. I have exams tomorrow, so good night. Have a
Yes,
good
Chris
night,
has to get up earlier.
What are people doing in 6
No,
a.m.?
I just
When it
keep
comes to the first
stay
clears,
awake.
it's not a phone game. This is not a phone game, but this game has like
I still get my like 4 or 5 hours.
so basically this game has like some things that open at certain times. So basically this one will have open in about like 11 hours for me. So for you guys might be like 6 a.m. or a little later. For me it will be midday. For some people it's gonna be 6 a.m. It's gonna really depend on some people. In my case, it's going to be a little late, but for others, it's going to be incredibly early. So this has time that's going to be open, and we are going to have to be there until.
Deixa eu mandar mensagem pra ele aqui. Chile Vero.
I wake up
Ajudar
and
os
clear
caras, né?
dungeons. Well, if it is going to be like a group thing, we have to always, all of us, be present by the time it's about to open. So yeah. And I have played a lot of games that are about to have resets at very specific times. And not even full games most of the times. Even Infinity Nikki, I have to wait until 3 a.m. to be able to have the reset and be able to do the things. Oh boy, I hate when that happens because it used to be at 2, now it's at 3, and I just lose sleep with that. Also, this light used to be at midnight, now it's at 1 a.m. I mean, that's not the worst, honestly, but worst usually is Infinite Nikki because I have to always wait at 3 a.m. to be able to do the dailies. Even though I could have just like done something to just like make it much later, but the thing is I'm always so concerned that I will just forget about it. Now this light. I'm not even making a joke, but that is a game. That is a phone game. A very, very cool one out of that. I'm always going around the mind dress, jumping around like no one cares. I could be a singer. We still have the same amount of people. 2 more minutes, maybe. I'm not being very optimistic that more people are going to be joining in, but if they do, probably they're going to be joining in the middle of the B2. If you talk to this, but yeah, I'm still waiting. Yeah, it's still in order. Hopefully, nothing happens and there's no like car crashing or anything like that. Because there's always a lot of mirror mons attacks, so let's see if the jacket comes around. Let's yeet.
Vai, vai. Me dê um compilhão desde ou main damage, por favor. Me dá um tesouro. Qualquer um dos dois tá valendo.
I can barely hear him. Even if he's speaking my language, I can barely hear him. I have the volume at a good level. I put him at max and I still can barely hear him. Going around in my little dress, going around like nobody cares. Okay, should be about time. Okay, I'm gonna be inviting people now. Aí então estás na outra conta?
Sim, pode chamar.
Ok.
Ah, na verdade, eu tô nas duas contas, né?
Thank you, Mercy.
Okay, I forget that his yeah, it's kind of like this instead.
Só um minuto, Messi.
Okay. He's in that one. Elvis. Giovanni. Yeah, I always keep writing it wrong. Nandelorga. And a Safaha. Why are you suddenly on the front of my Discord activity tab? I wonder. Am I suddenly getting more famous, it seems? I mean, it could be because maybe Discord detects that you're watching my stream, maybe? I don't know. I don't know if Discord would ever be that smart, but I don't know. Only 6. Who didn't accept? Oh, was Giovanni as always. Giovanni! No time like today. Chop chop. There it is. Visão
Pode me
quando
chamar,
tiver.
por
Ok,
favor.
ok. Goddamn timing.
Pode me chamar.
Eu sei, eu tava escrevendo teu nome.
Ah, ok. Precisa de quê, Messi?
Tem que ver assim a equipa toda primeiro. E vamos entrar aqui na B2 primeiro.
Eu
Sabe?
queria, eu queria,
Que é isso?
eu queria testado dar hit kill no boss, que eu aprendi um negócio maneiro.
Dá hit kill no boss.
Ele quer ir de monge.
You want to
Eu
hit kill
aprendi
the
um negócio
boss?
maneiro hoje.
A coisa é que tipo. Não temos assim uma time inteira. Precisa estar a depender muito de nodes, de suportes, isso tudo.
Ah, tá, entendi.
Vamos ver. Okay, so. Okay, we're gonna need to
Eu-
focus on supports first. The thing
Eu
is.
tenho um Herida.
Hmm?
Eu tenho um Herida.
Tens Eridas? Ok. Pode ir então de alquimista. LPC, are you offering yourself as the LB? That's cool, but the thing is we need really strong node applicators. Giovanni is already monk, good. Anyone with the Pally node aside from me?
I have
I
it.
have it.
Yeah.
Let Safara be the one today. I don't usually ever see Safara as the Pally. Mondark. Drian, tu sabes
I
fazer
have-
Sunweaver?
I have Pally and Firestarter and Gunner.
Ok. Adriano, tu sabes fazer Sunweaver aqui?
Eu tô de sangue porque eu tava fazendo um ADG solo.
Okay. Mondark, can you go Sunweaver? Adriana was just using the class for something else.
Okay.
Se puderes ir do Firestarter, seria muito bom.
Não tenho node, mas daqui 20 minutos eu vou pegar o do Gunner.
Se tiveres o Firestarter já está ótimo. Okay. I'm missing something else. LP, Alki, Sunweaver, Pally, Monk. I could go for something else as well. Let me see.
We had Zerg earlier as Safara. You can be Pally.
She has a node. If she has the Zerk node, I can go Pally instead.
I do?
Okay, then you can go back to Zerk. I can go Pally instead. I kind of wanted you to go Pally, but if Zerk has a really good
I
node.
have Zerk and
Oh man, I'm gonna be sad. I'm gonna be sad that Safari cannot have a chance to go
I
Pally.
pretty much have my old Atlas.
I really wanted to give you a chance to go Pally, but I don't see anyone going have a Berserker node unless you have
That's
it.
fine.
So.
I use it on it. I'm occasionally on it anyway. I've used it already.
Okay, so we're gonna one shot this. So no little mechanics that we're gonna do. So we can all drop down.
Cai.
Make sure to prepare everything. Put the circles, prop your max. Use your Ephemines.
Cai.
Oh, hold on. Adriano just disconnected.
Voltando.
Let him come back. See, this is what happens when I'm the one leading. Always something tends to happen.
Giovanni, do you want to stay?
Giovanni, we cannot hear you if you're talking.
Yeah,
You always-
okay.
Also, let me check. Okay, I'm in full on DPS. Okay, good.
At this point, we just go.
Okay, if he's gonna be stacking on me for some reason.
Mm.
Oh, you're gonna get the nightfall stack? Sweet.
Okay,
Oh,
no,
yes.
no, just go. Just go.
Já voltaste, Adriano?
Quê?
Já voltaste?
Já?
Então fala, homem.
Falei.
Eu não
Fala.
ouvi. You gonna get the stacks again? I mean, I didn't think we need these nightfall stacks, but fine. If it makes it worth the while. I can equip my Exo again. It's no problem. Hmm. Is he getting any stacks? I wonder. I cannot place the circles.
I can't. I will do mecha first.
Right, game. And going?
Full buffs.
Oh, please do not encode overload on this. It'd be way too fucked up if you do. Oh, that was almost a good punch. Okay, I can survive this. Hey, I can tank this. What are we missing, though?
10 seconds. 5.
On Giovanni's call.
Ready?
Buffs.
And yep. I don't have the thing, though. There he goes. Yee! Come on, kill it. Get it. Get it with fire.
Nice.
There we go.
Next time-
It took 2 burns, but
next
still was
time
good
I-
enough.
Next time, if I stack my cyclone, it's better to just go rather than wait for someone that only applies 30%.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm sorry. It's just
I've been saying that we should just go. We don't need the nightfall or anything.
Yeah, I thought about that too, but Elpis offered and I was like, well, it could be useful anyway, so I didn't really bother myself. This is the calmest mark I hear. We try to be very, very calm. We try to keep our comms as calm as possible. That's the thing. And the boss is small because this is just the second boss. There's gonna be bigger ones down the line. I'm not sure if a B1 is gonna be possible with this team. I mean, maybe. But who still needs B1?
It's okay with me.
Okay, Moondark is okay. Alguém dos BRs precisa da B1? Precisa mesmo?
Não precisa.
Eu precisaria pra Fit, né? Que eu não fiz B1 com a Rapunzel.
Do
Só
que
pra
tipo de
isso.
feat?
Eu, na realidade, eu não fiz nenhum. Eu não fiz a B1 com a Rapunzel.
So apparently, IU never did B1 with the account he's using, so will you guys do the honors to be able to do a B1 and be responsible? Hopefully. And I know that I'm very annoying with this.
Clockwise.
Yeah, always go clockwise and be careful. Do not take the shortcut. And just be careful with the B1s, please. I guess I don't have to be annoying for the English side because you guys already know. But for the Brazilians, then I have to reiterate a little bit.
It's okay.
Gente BR, para isto, quando se trata deste boss, o chato não é o boss em si, mas as florzinhas que aparecem. Quando se trata das florzinhas. Yes, Giovanni?
Do not go first star. Do not go Groove Walker. It's so stupid. You can just kill it really fast if you apply your notes. Let's go back to your
Yeah,
own
I know.
classes.
I know. I'm just trying to tell them to be careful with the triffits. That's it. And, tenham cuidado com os trifits. Tipo, quando se forem para serem perseguidos pelos trifits, vão assim ao sentido do relógio e não cortem caminho. Se verem a trifit, aproximem-se dela, mas não toquem nela e apenas vão ao sentido do relógio. Se verem tipo como vão para o sentido do relógio, seguem isso. E tipo, quando virem que o boss vai abaixo e tipo cria uma espécie de área que na parte exterior fica verde, venham para dentro mesmo que sejam a ser perseguidos. Depois nós tentamos arranjar uma maneira para tipo dar assim o stun aos bichos. Nós vamos tentar dar assim o burn o mais rápido possível para tentar matar o bicho o mais rápido possível, mas ainda vamos ter que mesmo lidar com os trifits. E essas vão ser as coisas mais chatas. Se tiverem a habilidade Ether Squall, que é tipo uma habilidade de ícone verde com tipo uma espécie de círculo, uma personagem com um círculo à volta. Também usem isso que dá para tipo puxarem os trifits para longe.
Perfeito. Não.
Só pensar até
A mecânica
quarta-feira.
meio que a gente já conhece já também.
Sim, é só para vocês terem mais uma ideia que isto só é mortal por causa das trifits pequenas. Just I can't believe it's 8 p.m. for me and still daylight outside. It's interesting how things work out.
E especificação de gods, quem vai pegar?
Sim, eu também vou ter que falar isso. Okay, so the first god will be Giovanni. Second will be me. And last one will be Safara. Hopefully she'll be alive by then. Hopefully nobody no Triffid would kill her. Also, welcome to the stream, Cockfish. I have a trouble trying to say your name, but still welcome. O microfone também está aberto, Adriano, cuidado. Okay, drop down.
Steve, hydrate me.
God damn it.
Adriano had all
20 minutos,
I
deixa eu ver
don't
quanto
really
minutos
need
pra pegar
you
o
to
Gunner.
be routing the ads.
10 minutos pra pegar o node do Gunner.
The gods can
bem.
kill it.
Yeah, as
Não,
long
que
as
estão
the gods
perguntando.
kill the ads.
Yeah. Please, you'll never learn how to rate properly if you're just gonna stay on your comfort zone. Break time is the best time to learn other classes. Just go Firestarter or Ghana. You have those nodes.
O Giovanni está a falar para vocês irem da Firestarter, Gunny, só não usem a Grove Walker, porque ele está a insistir para que vocês saiam da sua zona de conforto. E vamos tentar fazer burn muito rápido neste boss, por isso.
Se quiser sair da zona de conforto, eu vou de paladino.
Paladino estou eu já. Ei,
Tem node?
eu também tenho nude, pô.
Então vai, ué, cacete.
Ei,
Poxa, tem, vai,
isso.
ué.
There you go, Giovanni. Refresh your minds. Make sure you also have perfect cover in verdict on this one,
Oh, I don't have that.
because there's a good chance that Triffis will come and hunt you. I did hydrate, so don't worry about that, Kenna. I saw you. Okay.
Mas eu vou de neco.
Where does
Pode
it
ser?
go? I picked
There's
Eu não
no
vou usar
Firestarter.
caveira, não. Não vou
Just
usar
go
caveira, não.
Firestarter, man.
Adriano,
Complicated.
para de complicar, por favor. Eu agradeço que não compliques. Eu queria estar a terminar isto. Agradeço muito.
Ok. Ia usar Skull em boss, em puxar Strift, ou Mid, ou Luft.
Não. Okay, going.
Buffs.
The thing is that a lot of the Brazilians just love to play around and go for round, even though I'm just trying to be for real, and people also just want to be for real here. Get inside. Para dentro.
Move. Nice.
You got Spark?
Just tell
20
me
seconds.
that's already.
Okay, let me try to
Alright.
build the bus to the center.
10 seconds.
You could have pulled the trippets that way.
Ready.
Okay, buffs.
Yup. Ooh. Already skipped up to the next phase. Good. Okay, I think a Stars Blaze will do just about enough for this. Along?
20 seconds.
Let it come around.
10 seconds.
Okay, I didn't push that one.
Cards coming from the
5
side.
seconds. Ready.
And buffs. Yup.
No, Micah.
Come on. Ugh. Get down.
It went down.
Check for the arrows on you. Alki, you have an arrow. Be careful. Going down. Oh shit.
Als Trif chegando perto.
Take the boss first.
God damn it. They're going everywhere.
Spark.
Spark, pick up so far.
There it is.
Ready.
Right. Buffs.
Yup. Lovely. There we go.
Nice.
Ai, obrigado.
Evil.
3 fiz completada.
Okay, I think we already. I think I now won as a favor. Okay, we now need to get ourselves prepared for the two distortions tomorrow. So you guys need to get ready, rest as much as you can, because those two ones are going to be a little bit harder. So also the beat 3 is going to be pure RNG. So prepare, because if you're incredibly unlucky, you might be picked and you don't know why. So
Is that the random god one?
yes, the random god one.
Okay.
Yeah. So also just for the matter, if you're like not aware of the B3, just prepare your berserker gods.
Break shield in that one.
Yeah, the break. Not you don't necessarily need to break shield. I think
Yeah.
above generation 40, breaking shield is no longer viable, so all damage is better.
I don't know.
And it's been a while. I also noticed on the tips that now breaking shield is no longer good. Just use a legendary weapon, whatever.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't mean the weapon. I meant there was a shield in that one, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Now, let me talk to the Brazilian people. Para a B3, para a BTZ B4 que vai se lançar amanhã, vocês vão ter que praticar muito o Berserker God para a B3. Porquê? Porque se você participar em uma B3, qualquer pessoa pode ser um God. Qualquer. Porque é um God aleatório. Por isso pratiquem os vossos Berserkers. Está bem? Equipem muito bem os vossos Berserkers, porque qualquer pessoa pode ser um God. Capiche?
Sim.
Ok.
Sim.
Amanhã, 8 horas, a gente vai estar online pra poder fazer.
Sim, ok. Ótimo. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for showing up, and see you now on Thursday.
Hey, thank you so much.
Thank you all so much. Thank you, merci.
Okay, and I can go back to the game. Jeez, I swear, whenever you do these raids, my bitrate just goes goes to crap, and you end up too pixelated due to everything going on screen. It's hard to see. Yeah, the game is a little bit too heavy whenever there's a lot of effects happening. And BT already happened, Kenna. So it was the very first thing to happen, by the way. Let me just leave. And there's Melusina, as like I mentioned. Let me just take a green screen. I know there's going to be a lot of black screens. I'm not sure if you guys actually see that. But I usually have to take green screens of these whenever they do happen. Oh boy. Now what? Okay, there he is. And then the second one. These weren't terrible. I was just really scared of B1 becoming like a chaotic thing because of the triplets. And I almost at a certain point it was. But it didn't turn out to be the war that I was thinking it was gonna be. It was much better, honestly. 2025. There. Alright. Now we can finally finish off for today. I am still sweating. Holy moly. I am still so sweaty. God. How am I gonna be? If it's gonna be hotter tomorrow, I'm not gonna be able to survive the heat. It's gonna be something I'm not gonna be able to tank it. But anyway, let me just all tab it out. Go back to OBS. How many goddamn windows do I have to close just to get to OBS? God damn. Okay, there we go. That's something I goddamn math. But finally, we can finish it off for today. I feel like I finally found a way for Skyforge to not lag out that much or not have any encoding overload issues that often. If it does happen, I just have to restart the game and it just stops happening altogether. And apparently I might as well just stick around with borderless borderless full screen mode, and apparently also does really good. Is this like if you're either hot or cool? Both are fine. I prefer to be cool at the moment. Really, I just prefer to be cool. Just drench me in the ice bucket. I will thank you. But for now, honestly, I'm incredibly excited for the day that they finally announced the content creator programs. I will enter it without even thinking twice. So, if I ever hear about the content creator program finally being announced, I know I'm gonna give you any more news about it. So, let's wrap it up for today. Let's open right up to the next scene. Oh, that day. What a goddamn day. No, Nate, mercy Melody for the Ask Bucket challenge. I really need it. I really fucking need it. Really fucking need one. Yeah, I never got nominated to one of those things. If there is one of those like events, like meme kind of things, that ever I want to be part of it again, I want to do Harlem Shake. The Harlem Shake. Ugh, my tongue. I want to be part of one of those Harlem Shakes videos one day. The thing is, the meme is so dead right now. The thing is, I wish I was part of it, but I never got a chance to do it. I'm sad. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. I forgot I'll be joining you guys now on Friday. It's going to be the usual live stream. Finally, I'm going to have a lot of resources for this light. Sweet. I'm not a boomer. I'm a Gen Z. Get it right. But I really miss Harlem Shake. I want to be part of it. Even my art school was part of that meme. They did the Harlem Shake. For Lord's sake, they actually did it. You guys are making me feel old. It's not fair. I'm not even in my 30s yet. But anyway, if you want to see more Skyforge stuff, you might also want to check every Monday, because I will always be doing Skyforge stuff every Monday. And if you want to see more Call of the Lamp or maybe some running game, always check up on Sundays. If you want to see more stuff, even when I'm outside of the streaming schedule, just check out my Discord. Anything but 30. But anyway, for all my lovely angels, hope you have a lovely night, and see you again soon. Bye bye. Swear to God, I need a shower.